I feel bad.
Why?
Because I suckered y'all in to hear about the blimp story. And it was just one of those little remote control ones.
Oh, you're an ass.
I know. I felt bad.
Did you do it on purpose or just not have read all the way through the story?
I hadn't read all the way through the story.
Okay.
If you see the headline, it says man downs blimp with shotgun.
Okay.
So anyway, it was a remote control, one of those advertising. What the hell happened to me?
Wait.
What?
See, when you said remote control, I had the kind you buy at the airport or a toy.
It's a little bigger than that. It's like it's still big, like at the Avalanche games, they drop the tickets.
No, back to interesting.
Yeah, so
now it's a thing.
Well, still not that interesting because nobody was aboard. It's not really a tragedy just when some air goes. Pff. Yeah.
You had your choice on which way that story could have gone right there, and you went with. Psh.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was.
You had options, man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder if it did make the high pitched squeak and fly all around fast.
Not with a shotgun.
Yeah, probably not. What?
One night, and there may have been alcohol involved.
Look, I didn't even say your long game. Did you hear me? I'm such a bitch. I went, what?
Wow. It's a very active show.
We tried to assassinate the inflatable Santa Claus at the Christmas tree lot. They have like a 2-story Santa Claus.
Yeah, sure.
So we drove by with a pellet gun, but it didn't do anything.
There are little kids picking out Christmas
trees. It was
tree.
late at night.
Do you know what? You know how something stick in your mind?
Yes.
We had a car sponsor probably 3, maybe 4 years ago. And I think he was either in the building or actually on the air with us. And we were asking him questions that were serious. And Jack said, "Can I ask you a question? Does a giant inflatable gorilla really help sell cars?"
I remember that, and the
stuck
answer
in
was
my head.
yes.
That totally stuck in my head. Just like a human bite, you're most likely to suffer a human bite between 4 and 6 on a Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird how people, well, actually, we brought this up that you make up statistics. That was something that we said in the meeting about you behind your back. Haha.
Okay. Do you know at 7 out of 10 meetings somebody does that?
Really? Wow, I didn't know you'd have the facts. No, it was weird because I think everybody makes up statistics. Because you heard something and so you want to give it credibility, so you make up a statistic. This is bizarre. I was at lunch with some people from the Radio Ranch, and we were sitting there and we are talking about security here at the Radio Ranch. And thank goodness it's all been taken care of. But I was bitching about how I walk up the stairwell it's dark.
Right.
And this chick goes, and she's like one of the managers. I know what you mean, because all of a sudden she's like, "Did you know that most women get raped in stairwells between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m.?
Now you're positive she made that up?
Yeah.
That sounds right to me.
In stairwells between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m.?
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
It doesn't to me.
First of all, between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. sounds right.
Yeah.
In the dark, late at night.
I would think that it's usually we know it's by people they usually know or have met.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Have met, yeah, okay.
And I would say it's like that crazy electrician or something.
I'm going with her.
I don't think.
Until proven otherwise, I'm absolutely going with her.
I was just staring at her. I was like, well, I got to start coming in way later because at 6:10, I'm okay. I'm safe then. Yeah, she just out of nowhere. And so now every morning, well, we have security now, but every morning when I walk up with a security guy, I always say to myself, 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. I should be. And then I look at the security guy like,
you know what? I was thinking
know.
that.
He's so nice, though, but still. And I think that he's not like sexually, he's like a good old grandpa.
Yeah, I was going to say I sneak by him because I don't want to wake him up.
Oh, he's never sleeping because I like flipped out. So he's like with me with his gun and his taser. And I think he even has like a laser beam light or something. I don't know. The guy's like loaded with stuff.
Well, when you're a grandpa, you need several big guns.
He has them all. And I'm like, you don't have to have the gun out because I'm afraid he's going to be scared and shoot me.
No, he listens to the show. He's afraid of you.
I'm like, put the gun away, sir. I'm afraid Grandpa's going to get all shaky.
Yeah, he really has that gun out to protect you from other people. It's self-defense.
Anyway, so just so you people know, according to, and I'll tell you who this girl is. It's so funny. Apparently, her parents were divorced. They were together forever. Then something happened. They got a divorce. Then they got back together, and then they had little Jerry Ann. Do you know why her name's Jerry Ann?
No.
Because Jerry and Ann got back together and had her.
Oh, that's sweet.
She hates it. Because she has to tell everybody that story, Jerry and Ann, but I can't remember her name, so I keep calling her Bobby Lynn.
Isabella was originally going to be called Tom and Jerry.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
just because I was a big fan.
Right. Yeah. I know. Oh my God, we had a neighbor that almost named, and I'm not kidding, named their kid Angus.
I know an Angus.
You do?
He's a comic.
Is it a real name?
Yes, it's a real name.
Why would you put your kid through Angus?
His last name's just as stupid too. I wish I could remember it, but yeah, I know an Angus.
Yeah, isn't that wrong?
That's totally wrong. Totally wrong.
All right.
And mean.
Huh?
And mean.
Yes. Why are you so freaking red?
I was in the sun.
Hey, of course. It's all about me, Danny. Duh. What would you think? I was having issues with anybody but me.
Well, nobody has issues with anybody but themselves. It's all how it affects you that gives you the issues.
Oh, that's right. I forget this crap. Anyway.
I think.
Hey, Jack, did you make a new first calls of the day thing?
Oh, no, not yet. Am I supposed to?
Yes, to appease the missus.
Which missus?
Our boss.
All I got from that was that she doesn't like it, but I didn't get anything
when,
that I was supposed to do.
When a boss that is pregnant says she doesn't like something, by golly, you better fix it.
She hasn't liked it for 4 years, and we've been doing it.
I know, but she said, did you hear?
I heard her, but
she said she would prefer something that's like a little more like not
like the music we play.
Or I said I like country. The I love this bar.
I love this bar.
And she goes, yeah. And I go, or I like this song. Why can't we all get a long neck? And she said, yeah, and giggled, and that little baby just bounced in her belly.
Right. We don't have both those songs. I've looked for them before.
Oh, we have to have the I love this bar.
I have them.
Oh, you do?
If you can bring an I Love This Bar, that one's on our system. And the long neck one, no one we tried to track down, no one could find.
And I joined AOL Music Net or whatever it is, and it's on my computer. Will that help you?
Yeah, they can pull it down over there.
Yeah, I have that. It costs us 99 cents.
Really?
Yeah.
For I Love This Bar?
Yeah, for every song on it. 600,000 songs. I bought that MP3 player.
Yeah.
Cannot make it work.
I know, I have one too.
But I am a member of that thing, and I'm assuming Jack. I've made it burn 3-song CD and then forgot how the guy taught me to do it, so I've never done it again. But to play it is free. To download it is 99 cents per song.
My nephew is 13 years old, and he's like, Aunt Jamie, I got to find a job or something. And this is what I said. I said, Cameron, here's what you do. There are old, stupid people like myself that have MP3 players in their house, and they don't know how to do it, and so we still jog with a walk. We still walk with a huge Sony CD player around our waist. Oh, my God,
that's exactly what I have. In a big belt that says tune belt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Made out of the same thing wetsuits are made out of?
Yes.
I have that. I have like 5 of those.
I said, Aunt Jamie doesn't want to be that girl anymore that walks around with her huge tune belt.
Because I can't stand things bouncing around when I jog or any noise, like keys or anything. I can't. I sometimes wear 2 tune belts. One for my CD player.
Right.
One for my cigarettes and wallet. In case I'm jogging on the beach and then want a churro.
So I told him, I go, why don't you start a little business where, the teenager helps the old folk like myself.
That's a great idea.
And I said, or you can go and work at the Mercedes-Benz dealership because his mom got the minivan. SUV.
Right.
And you can show your people like your mommy for $10. I said mom now because he's 13. I said, you can show people like your mom for $10 how to use all the buttons.
That is a wonderful idea. I listened to a radio show on the way in today that I didn't want to listen to.
Right, because you don't know how to.
Absolutely.
You hire Cameron for $10. He'll preset all your buttons. He'll preset your seat. I mean, these cars from Cerritos Nissan have all this stuff now. You can preset. You can preset your seat.
Right.
For memory, all this stuff, and so he could program your whole car for $10.
You know what? Although the title sounds, I think you'd have to change the title. But remember, Rent a Husband and Rent a Yenta and all that stuff.
They still have the husband.
And like I said, I don't like the title, but what about Rent a Teen? Because they're the guys that know everything electronic.
Yeah, but then there's those creepy people.
Right, you absolutely have to change the title. I told you that in advance.
No, it's what I told Cameron to do. I don't know what we haven't thought of a name yet, but it would be a brilliant thing to do.
I've never been a huge fan of Jug of Dirt. And so
coming.
I'm only telling you that so you know that I'm honest about how much I like your idea about teens.
By the way, I finally know what it's like to have like your idea shut down. I mean, I've done it to somebody because you shut down my Jug of Dirt idea, which is still coming because somebody didn't believe in coffee and somebody didn't believe in bottled water, and bottled dirt is coming. But anyway, my girlfriend has the idea of Velcro towels on boats so they don't blow out. So I told her, You've invented a seat cover. And she was upset.
But you were right.
Jack, are you ready? Sure. I wasn't going to tell you for what.
I'm ready for anything.
Oh, all right. Jack, ready for everything.
Look at him go. He
Oh
is
my
prepared.
God.
He will pounce like a leopard.
He's got his helmet strapped on. He's got his knee pads on, his elbow guards. He's ready for anything.
I couldn't think anything that's known for pouncing, so I came up with leopard. Is that right?
Leopard's good. They
Okay.
pounce. They,
He
mountain
pounces-
lion. I
he
would do mountain
pounces
lion.
Like no, because they.
I do mountain
just-
lion because right now they're killing dogs in Colorado.
I know, but didn't they
So
just
it's-
pounce on a biker?
I was leaving that one out. I was
See,
thinking-
that's like, too sensitive. I'm
Well,
going with panther. When do you ever see a
Panthers
panther
kill
around
people. I've
here? Yeah,
seen,
not in
like-
my neighborhood.
I know. I saw Mutual at Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Yeah, it's totally. They pounce, but not, in
Get
the
a piece
valley.
of the rock.
When was the last time you saw a pouncing leopard in the valley?
By the way, things you never hear your parents say is "get a piece of the rock," and they'll think of the rock. And also, not only that, but think about this: when I say spam, what do you think of? But when my parents say spam,
Absolutely.
they think of spam.
When you say spam, I think of reporting you.
I don't get it.
It says it right on my computer. Report spam.
Oh, it does.
Yes, spam does not go unreported.
I think of all that crap that flies up on my little computer.
Right.
But my parents, I know for a fact, they would think of the meaty byproduct, or maybe just a product. It doesn't have to be a byproduct. It's being raised in price. Did you know that 7%?
Well, I would assume at least 7% of less people are buying it.
No, that's not true.
Not true?
Nope, they're just raising their prices because they can.
Notice I said assume and didn't make up a statistic that said 16% less people are buying it.
You know what I wish? Yes, very nice, by the way. I wish they'd change the spam key.
No, never.
Yeah.
Never.
Make it into a big key.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant do away with it so you had to use a can opener.
No, but do like different kind of keys, and then it might start a brand new Cerritos Nissan. Oh, look at me. I'm a promotional genius.
You've been thinking. You've been
The
thinking.
spam key might start a Cerritos Nissan. I see it. It's a nationwide thing.
It's a horrible 6 degrees of separation chain, though. When you say spam, I think the stuff that pops up on my computer. But when then you say no, I think of the meat byproduct. Then I think of Hawaii.
Why?
Because it's the #1 place to eat spam.
It
They eat
is?
spam sushi. It's like a huge staple.
Well, you know what this means. We've got to call Wendy and find
And
out
that's
if
what I
it's
was going to
true.
say. Hawaii makes me think of Miss Wendy.
So, Mike, if you can get Miss Wendy's phone number, Jack, if you can hit that button. Wow. I'm like a director.
The first call of the day with Jamie and Danny.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never relaxing. Outcast is everlasting. Look at the ticket, let's see your seatbelt fasten. Trunk rattling like 2 midgets in the back seat wrestling. Speaker box vibrate the tag, make it sound like aluminum cans in the bag. But I know y'all wanted that 808. Can you feel that?
Oh, I have different numbers in my head. Some I can't tell you.
You got a new number?
Maybe. I love this bar. Oh,
Why
that's I
can't
love
we
LA.
all get along next?
Dance for me, dance for me. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Thank you.
Dance for me.
I thought you weren't coming over to my side.
Hey, want to lick my spots?
Stop playing with those things. They'll spread.
Terry, hi, you're the first call of the day.
Hey.
Hey.
It's worth waiting for.
Cool.
What?
Well, I've been on hold this whole time waiting to go into work, but I was all excited to be first caller of the day. So
Well, I'll be gosh darn
You
it.
two are
We're
worth
just
it.
so lucky to have you, Terry.
Yep.
Welcome to our show.
thanks.
Sure. What can we do for you?
Well, you kind of left off with the polka dot thing, so I kind of wanted to find out more about your inside polka dots. What is it?
Wow, it's true. I'm inside polka dots and
outside polka dots.
Well,
Outside polka dots, easy. Shirt.
The inside ones aren't supposed to be there, so what is it?
it's actually because I'm like a albino. You know, like I'm really fair complected,
Right.
like stupid fair complected. So when I get in the sun, I get freckles. And so the little laser guy, Dr. Friedman, comprehensive. I paid full price. I don't know why I'm doing that.
I do that all the time.
Full Right.
But was he nice? Was he a nice
He's-
guy?
Yeah, he's
Then why
great.
not say his
Yeah,
name?
that's true. And so what he did is he takes this little laser and he just goes across to you, and then everywhere that you have a freckle, so it must mean I have like 8 billion of them. The laser grabs the freckle.
It sucks it out.
No, it like grabs the pigment, and
Right.
it like it's like somebody takes a rubber band and pops you on. So each one of those are rubber band pops. But they're gone. It's so weird. Then in a week, my skin will be gone of any dark pigmentation.
And why didn't you like them? What's wrong with them?
Because I think that freckles. Nothing. I like them.
Poor Danny.
I know.
Yeah, what's up
Well, I
with
think
that?
for somebody like me that has like really fair
Right, you
skin.
look really weird with freckles, but
Well,
I
I
never
think
noticed you had
I
them.
think it looks aging on me.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like it's like that dark pigmentation that you just get some freckles and then
You know what looks
And on
aging
my back, too,
You know what
but-
looks aging on me? These
wrinkles.
incredibly deep crevices in my face.
Well, I like it because I didn't wear V-neck shirts before because I hated the freckles and I thought some of them looked like carcinomas. But then Dr. Wu took those out, and then this Dr. Friedman, he lasers them. And then the other lady, there's another room, and she's like, so if you want any hair removal off your legs? And I'm like, no, that's creepy. But then I thought, and it's expensive, but I thought, I'm going to shave my legs for the rest of my life and buy like creams and razors and the Venus 5 and the
Waste
Venus 12.
Your time is valuable.
Yeah. I don't know why I had such a, I'll get my freckles removed, but I was like, no, I don't want my hair removed off my legs. Isn't that weird?
Which you remove all the time.
I know, but isn't that
that is odd.
It's mental. Anyway, so Terry, that's what they are. They're big laser burns.
Nothing contagious. I don't mean to be mean, but that would have made a great conversation. Something contagious Danny could touch for the Dare Danny.
Something contagious Danny can touch for the Dare Danny. Let's think of what that could
Well,
be.
I do have one. I'll tell you one, Terry, is that Stench is really, really sick with a cold, and so maybe you could just stand there and just hack one in your face. Or make out.
I'll tongue kiss him.
All right,
for
will
a dare.
you?
I will.
Okay.
I can say anything I want.
Or
You're
how
not gonna
about
let me do it?
how about
Yeah.
you have to put your tongue up his nose?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
Because that's
do
like
that.
mucus to mucus
Fine.
contact.
I can say anything I want because he won't come anywhere near me.
Stench, Danny would like to put his tongue up your nose for it. What are you calling
you know
it,
what?
Terry?
Like is not
Dare
true.
Danny
It's,
thing?
it's
Yeah,
Dare
contagious.
Danny. I didn't like getting tasered. I just did it.
But the touch of the contagious.
Yeah,
You're
no
not
problem.
doing the Dare Danny anymore?
I don't think so, right?
Well, this one's kind of fun.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
I don't know if Stench will be a participant.
No kidding. You think I'd say I'd do this if I thought for 1 second he'd say okay?
All he has to do is offer his nose hole. He's done
Just one.
worse.
You don't have to lick both.
Because to go like this, we'd have to be in full make-out position.
What?
He's not touching me.
See?
All you have to do is offer a nose hole.
No!
He just, listen, do it for the show. You know what? I ruined my life for this show.
He's suspect, that guy. He's not putting his tongue anywhere near me.
It's not like you're kissing. It's just up your nose hole.
No, I want
dumbass.
to kiss too.
Come on.
No.
Why?
He's Danny, that's why.
Listen,
You can say whatever you want, just wuss out.
Listen, Stench. I'll put a magazine over your mouth so he can't kiss or anything. And
No.
he just darts his tongue up your nose.
You have no idea where the Dan's mouth has been. I may get sicker.
Oh, yes, you do. If you really gave it some thought, then you have an idea where my tongue has been.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey, Stench.
see? Now he just sealed the deal. There's no way.
You know what? You're right.
Oh!
He is right. I had some flashbacks of drunk times and things you've told me.
I don't remember them, which is a drag.
All right. Hey, by the way,
Yeah.
we are so dedicated to our jobs. I just saw this one of our sister stations morning people
Right?
run as fast as he could across the hall.
Mm-hmm.
I go, dude, oh my God, you're like an hour late. And he goes, no, I'm like 2 minutes late. We start now. Oh.
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 We could have an extra hour of sleep.
Why do we start so early? And or why does he start so late?
I don't know.
It's probably that mean son of a
B-Rad.
gun, B-Rad. Dirty. I can't even
Bastard.
call him the. I guess I can. Names I want to call him. Son of a.
B-Rad.
B-Rad.
All right, we have to call Miss Wendy to see. In fact, I think we've already done this, though. Haven't we asked her about spam once?
Yeah, and she said we eat it on everything. Spam sushi.
She did?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember. Because I take meth.
No, ice.
Ice, whatever. I don't know. All right, we're calling Miss Wendy. She was an old friend that went awry, in case you don't know by now.
You got to know this girl by now. She's the one that has no concept of what time it is.
Yeah, and she just fell off every kind of wagon there is, even the chuck wagon.
Was arrested for having sex in the park with Samoans.
What other kind of famous wagons, Jack?
The chuck wagon, the bandwagon.
Miss Wendy? Wendy?
Hi, Jamie.
Hi!
Wendy, right on.
Hi, Miss Wendy. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
What time you got there?
I think 4 or something.
Right, okay.
You know, you always have the time wrong.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, unless there is a 2-hour and 24-minute time difference.
Oh, boy. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah? What's going on?
Nothing much. Just, I don't know.
Still sober?
Yeah, still sober.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Miss
You're talking to me, Wendy. I haven't been sober the whole time. Everybody falls off the wagon every now and again.
Well, not me.
Miss Wendy?
Yeah.
I know how weak of a person you are. You can tell me.
Look at you guys.
How long has it been now?
Shoot, I don't know. Long time.
Oh, we had to push the button on you, Wendy. I
Really?
think you said the bad word.
Close enough. Nothing.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Wendy.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Focus.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? Remember the old radio Wendy? Come on, Wendy. Woo!
I'm boring now.
Don't you hate that?
All right. So when's the last time you did the what did she
Ice.
do? Ice.
Shoot, long time.
Yeah, she is
Long
saying
time?
shoot. You are saying shoot, right? And we just want to make that clear.
Yes.
All right, good.
Shoot, long time.
Yes, like really long time.
And how long you had no more wine?
Oh, you know what is, not to change the subject, but
Yeah.
this toy, like, just, I don't know, I'm kind of scared because this toy been like making this noise in the crib.
A toy
Yes,
is making a noise in the crib.
just started ringing and I was like,
Does it sound like a gasping baby or anything?
no. I took the baby out and then all of a sudden the toy just started like playing like, I think it's playing the bingo song.
And is it talking directly to you?
No, stop.
What's
Yeah,
the
now I
bingo
get
song?
scared.
What's the bingo song?
You know, B-I-N-G-O. No, I'm not joking. I have to
How
put it
does
in
the toy clap though for the B in the eye?
No, it's just. No, I'm not even joking. I'm pretty scared.
You're scared because the bingo dog is talking to you?
Well, it's supposed to only beep when somebody presses it.
Yeah.
And
Maybe the baby's leg was on it.
Jamie, the baby was with me on the bed.
Okay,
And
now this is, it's like a total Area 51 kind of explanation, but I think possibly the toy is broken.
Or it's low on batteries.
Doesn't take batteries, guys.
How does it beep?
Well, it's this Lamont. You know how they have this Lamont that's an inchworm, right? It's like 25 inches long.
Wow.
So it's solar powered?
Yeah, and it's just, I'm not joking, like going on 2 hours now, guys.
So it has solar panels on it.
I have been shocked by a toy that made noise that I didn't expect.
But
Like,
imagine a 25-inch inchworm with solar panels on it that your kid plays with.
first of all, a 25-inch inchworm is inappropriately named.
True. That should be a 25-inch
Which
inchworm.
On a 25 centimeters.
Oh, man, don't get all metric on me.
No, wait, I don't even know, but I just had to put it in the other room.
Wendy,
Yeah.
when's the last time you drank? Wendy.
Maybe like way a long time ago.
Wendy, there's something in your system making you think the inchworm is talking to you.
Or
Jamie.
Wendy.
maybe she put stuff in her system because inchworms talked to her a lot and she couldn't take it anymore. You know how some people wear tinfoil on their head to keep the radio waves out?
Yeah?
Got yourself a Miss Wendy.
Wendy, how's the Samoan?
The baby.
No,
No,
the
the
no,
daddy,
the
baby
dad
daddy.
of the
Oh.
Samoan baby daddy.
I don't know. He just. I don't know, guys.
Have you talked to him?
Yeah, his poor thing. His grandson passed away.
He has a grandson?
Not anymore.
Hello.
How old
Well,
is the Samoan?
I think like 49.
The Samoan is 50?
Yeah.
How old are you, Miss
49.
Wendy?
Huh?
How old are you?
31.
And you dated you got knocked up by a 50-year-old Samoan in a parking lot at a park
A 50-year-old Samoan ice dealer.
with grandkids.
Yep. Boy, what a catch.
Grandpa deals ice?
Yeah, I guess.
So, is it you haven't seen him because you don't know when visiting day is?
No, you know what? I've been pretty strong. Because I cannot, because my baby, CPS, hello.
They'll take her baby away.
Right, they'll take her baby away if she sees the crack dealing
You're
Samoan.
right. Is he out of jail?
Yeah. He been getting into fights, though.
Why don't you go back to the guy I knew you with that was normal and he was our boss and he was a great guy?
Yeah, why don't you just run back to him? Because he's waiting.
Yeah, right.
Remember when it was normal? You guys had a nice little house. He was our boss. You made good money. Everything. He kept you normal.
I don't know. He was boring, you know.
You know, as fascinating as ice dealing Samoans are, the reason we called was spam.
Oh, yeah. Do you like Spam?
Not, well, it's popular here, but I don't eat that.
Poplar?
Poplar. Do they make spam sushi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
That is crazy, I'll tell you. All right, well, Wendy, we got to go. We got to pay some bills, play some commercials, play a little
Sorry
song.
that I'm so boring now that I got my life straight.
Well, do you think you really have it straight?
Yeah.
Do you have a job?
No, but I'm drug free.
You know
there
what?
you
Yay
go.
for you,
God
Wendy.
bless you.
Yeah,
Right
no
on.
kidding. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
I have a
That's awesome.
job.
All right, Wendy, I'll call you later.
Okay, bye, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I'm very proud of you, by the way. I
Me
really
too.
I mean that.
What happened to your show, Danny?
Uh-oh.
I'm not that proud of me.
That's why he's not drug free.
Right.
Bring that up. Go ahead, kick him.
Take care,
Thanks.
guys.
All right, bye, Miss Wendy. I'm very
Bye-bye.
proud of you. That's awesome.
Okay,
All right, love
Where's
you.
that?
Bye.
Where's that
Bye-bye.
wagon? I'm going to jump.
All right, I have to tell you this, and I don't know why, but this just struck me as kind of funny. So I'm at the little doc's office yesterday getting some, I hate to say moles, that's why I say freckles.
Well, were they moles?
They were a combo. You know, because some of them, the moles you think are moles, but then they say, no, they're freckles. And some of the freckles you think are moles. They're froles.
Dude, I think I might have health issues then.
No, I don't like froles. That sounds as bad as moles. I want to do like
Meckles.
Meckles is cuter.
Meckles
yeah, I
is
want to be
much cuter.
adorable, Jack.
Well, that particular chest issue might just does it for me.
Well, you can't see it under this unless I show ya. So Meckles. So I got some Meckles removed
Right.
yesterday.
Very nice.
And this chickaroony is, she's doing this little thing on my face.
I
And
got a friend that's getting rid of her merpies.
I'm not sure I know what the combo of that is.
Just trying to be cute, James.
Because I know a girlfriend that got rid of her gonorrhea herpes.
That's a huge day. I've got a friend whose mother is from Ghana and father is from Korea, and he's gonorrhean.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I can play anymore.
No, because that's a great one.
I'm doing chlamydia and something. It just, chlamydia is such a pretty name for a girl, isn't it?
Really, it is.
Jack's been going out with chlamydia.
So I hear.
Ow. Sorry, Jack. Anywho, here's the deal. So I'm getting all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And this girl says, so what's your story? Are you dating and stuff? And I do the look of, are you kidding me?
Right,
Death. Let me just relax. I don't want to talk about this crap.
right.
So I said, I'm just kind of dating around, kind of figuring out what I want to do and blah, blah, blah. And she goes, this is creepy. So how do you sabotage your life?
Oh.
And I go, what? And she goes, well, every woman that sits here on this little thing that I do this, whatever she does, this dermabrasion stuff on.
Right.
She goes, I realize that all of us as women sabotage relationships. And she said, and I've been writing it down as a little side secret book.
Wow.
So she goes, so how do you sabotage? And I, of course, get defensive and go, I don't.
Well, the first thing you should have said is, apparently you don't listen to my show.
No, she doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. So I said, well, I have issues, blah, blah. I go, well, you go first, and then I'll tell you. And she goes, well, it's just really odd. Now try to figure out if you can think of who this. I'm gonna tell too much. Never mind. I was gonna tell it. She told me a story about a celebrity she dated, but never mind. I can't tell that story. Anyway, so she said that what she does is she feels like she's not worthy of dating individuals. She's a really cute girl, and she's like, she always feels like she's not pretty enough or she's not worthy enough to be in the relationship. So what she does is she starts slamming him, like she slammed this guy's clothes, telling him he looks like he's in the 80s.
Right.
And he's like, why are you attacking my clothes? I mean, this is like our third date. And she's like, I'm just telling you look awful in that outfit. And she goes, and then I realized, like, it was just because I was insecure about my own outfit and, like, I wasn't worthy of this actor. So she just started slamming him.
That's rude.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
But I don't think that's just a girl thing, though. I think people sabotage themselves.
Well, I said this. I think that I sabotage on two different accounts. First of all, I never want to be divorced again. It's just a weird thing with me. I know it's a shocker, but I felt like divorce equaled failure. I really did. I felt like it showed that I failed in life. And so for me to get married again, I really, really need this to be the one, the only, everything and all. So I know for me personally, when I feel like, oh my God, okay, this isn't the everything, this isn't the all, or he has a little quirk I don't like, well, that'll drive me mad later on in life.
Right.
So I immediately go, I gotta get out of this.
Right. Yes.
So that's what I do. Like, instead of realizing that we all get on each other's nerves and there are gonna be quirks in life that drive you insane and you'll just go away with your girlfriends for the weekend and then you'll miss him and then everything will be better, I instead go, well, that's a long term. That's like a 30-year thing that'll bug me.
Right.
If it bugs me right now on the fifth date.
That's amazing that you want to think that far down the road in a relationship.
I know, but it's ridiculous, isn't it? That's why I sabotage it.
On the other hand, when you're thinking, I'm never getting divorced again, you have to be really careful that the next guy is the guy. And I don't feel that
either.
You felt Builder Bob was ever the guy, and you claimed you were going to marry him.
Well, you know what was interesting is I did think he was.
Really?
Yeah, I did, because, it was like he fit my list and everything. It was really great. But then, this is mean.
He just seemed cute to me.
I really liked him. I thought he was smart and he was funny and all that stuff.
I didn't know him that well.
Great family, all that stuff. But then it was weird because then when we started talking about like maybe we'll move in together, maybe we'll spend the rest of our lives together, I like started getting hives. Like I started being like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this again. And I started freaking out. And then I started doing this really dumb thing like, well, what if like Fancy Pants and I ultimately are supposed to be together? Oh my God, like what if... because then that's when FP started calling and going, what did he say? Don't marry this guy, just...
It's the wrong guy.
No. He said, don't marry this guy just to get back at me.
He says good, mean stuff sometimes.
Yeah. So then I thought, oh my God, FP wants me back. And then I've been with him for like 5 years, so I sabotaged the relationship going... I don't know. I just started getting this little panic attack.
Do you know because of that guy, Fancy Pants, I can actually visualize the pasture they're going to put me out in?
Really?
It's
Me
got
too.
a wooden fence and bright green grass, and there's cows in it.
Mine has rolling hills, but no fence.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine's almost flat, but with rolling hills in the back outside my property.
Yeah,
outside my pasture.
He said someday they'll put you out to pasture and nobody will care about you. And then who will you be?
And I thought, he's so right. I hate him.
But it's weird. I mean, all of us do different things to... Jack, even boys do it, you think?
Oh, yeah.
What do you do
Absolutely.
to sabotage your relationship?
Existence, Jack.
I know, but he has so many issues. I thought he'd be fun.
Go ahead, Jack.
I've done a million of them because I never feel worthy of anybody. I always, self-destruct.
Well, and then the girl said something like this. She goes, so you have an absent father? I go, no, my dad totally rocks. He's always around. In fact, can't get rid of him. He's totally cool.
Is this a dermatologist?
Yeah.
Do you not feel that she possibly overstepped her bounds?
No, I mean, we're talking, girl talk. But it's just funny because everybody has those things. Like Jack says, not worthy, absentee father. Like everybody has those keywords they saw in movies.
Right.
When they play home therapist.
But by the way, speaking of home therapists, remember we were talking about the therapist on the Swan?
Yes.
Not licensed to do anything. That's a life coach.
Really? Well, that makes more sense.
In other
then.
words, greased by Fox to tell, hey, I'm a life coach. Have your face removed.
So she wasn't a psychiatrist?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes me feel better. At least it wasn't unethical.
I know, because my psychiatrist told me.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. All right, Jack, we have to take a little break. I forget those things. When we come back, 1-877-487, oh, hell, that guy's going to say it, 99.99. How you sabotage your relationships. This is a good one.
Oh, man.
My accountant, tonight on UPN. That's
I forgot that I was having house guests, and my accountant is here from Detroit, and that's how good of an accountant he is. I didn't move accountants, when I left Detroit years ago.
Well, that is a good accountant.
Great guy, Jim Campaign. He can't help you because he's in Detroit, but he's a great guy.
Hope he knows the laws of California, Texas.
He does. Yes, he does. He knows all about that stuff. He's a smart guy. Anyway, Jamie leapt in here like a gazelle.
I did a plie.
And almost killed poor little Jim Campaign.
You've got to get out of my way when I plie into the studio.
By the way, he does not think my retirement plan of those gold coins in those jars that I'm burying is sound.
Really?
Yes. I may fire him.
I told you that my grandma used to bury money in Quaker Oats boxes.
Paper money?
Yeah.
In cardboard?
Yeah.
Not sound.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with Jim on that one.
We dug up her yard.
I'll bet.
Like freaks. You should have seen us like animals.
Oh, my kids are so into it. We're drawing maps and stuff.
And I'm burying it?
We haven't actually buried any yet. I'm not going to lie to you. But we're all into drawing maps about where they're going to go. So if we happen to move, we can come back someday and get them.
Yesterday, here's what we're talking about this morning. Yesterday, I was just talking to this woman, and out of nowhere, she just says, so, how do you sabotage your relationships? Right. And it is her theory that every person finds a way to sabotage their relationships. And so I thought, well, that's probably pretty true.
For example, Jamie's going on a date tonight, and she looks like a burn victim.
But I will cover up my burned spots. But I didn't know if it was just a chick thing or if it was a guy and girl thing. But we all have that thing. And when you're going to it, and it's like you need to figure out how to stop. Because, like, mine is a regular thing I do. It's like, okay, you know what? You're on my nerves. I don't want to be in this anymore, so I will be mean.
You are, because you are possibly the most unpredictable person I know, and I mean that in a complimentary way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you must know that about yourself, that you're unpredictable in general.
I don't live my life like that. I pretty much have a regular schedule and live like kind of the same all the time. But as far as I think what I do predictable-wise is always go back to the comfort of FP. See, that's predictable.
I think that is predictable. Right. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Your sabotage, most people, it's more subtle. Your sabotage seems like almost like clockwork. Here's how I'm going to do it.
Yeah, my sabotage is comparing, and then I meet a great guy who, I don't know, doesn't lie, doesn't cheat,
And compare him to the devil.
Yeah.
And somehow he loses.
I know. How is that?
It's so
sabotage?
weird, Jamie.
Yes,
I like
Jack.
that you called it comfort. The comfort of the FP.
Well, it is a comfort because pain can be comfort,
Right.
For 5 years. People, that's mental, Jack.
I absolutely go home and lay on a bed of nails because I miss the comfort.
No, but y'all have your thing. Like, to me, that's like when I'm in drama with him, it's comforting because that's what I know.
This is so sad.
Don't make you sad. I'm aware of this.
You know what, though?
My name is Jamie.
I'm going to make you feel better about yourself. You ready?
Yeah.
I do not know as any kind of a constant, even the sense of comfort.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not even select comfort?
Every now and again, I feel like totally at ease for the briefest of moments, and then I realize I'm at ease. How weird is that?
Oh,
and it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that is. I know what you mean. So, anyway, we have a buttload of calls about people who sabotage their relationships, and we all know we do it. Why are we doing this?
You know what? If I had the answer for you, I'd still be your wacky guy on the radio next to you.
I had a great guy, great person, good, funny. Builder Bob was like one of those total packages.
And, dude, since you brought up the story, you killed that.
I know. I'm saying, why do we do that?
Okay, I'm just saying you do it.
What, Jack? You see, you pushed your button, big old red lights on. You wanted to say something important, but I won't let you.
Jack doesn't want to say anything important.
At the end of April. What happened to April?
You know what? I got to go with you. Normally, I go, what the hell is wrong with you? How do you miss a month? But what happened to April?
I've been working out 3 days a week.
Yeah?
Yeah, 3 days a week.
It's not enough to show I care.
No,
right?
or my body. Because it's a freaking wonderland. So I say to my guy over there at 24 Hour Fitness, I'm like, Jack, I like him too. Thank you for setting me up with him. Jack will help you guys with 24 Hour Fitness. He knows all the people.
Right. He'll tell you other trainers you can just sit and talk to.
Anyway, and so I said, yeah, my friends are going to Havasu this weekend. I think I might go with them. And you know what he said?
What?
I don't think you're Havasu ready.
No.
On the Bible.
Oh, my God. How rude. That is not funny.
It's not funny, Jack. I'm not Havasu ready. It hurt. I wept inside.
I'll bet.
I said, well, when will I be Havasu ready? And he's like, well, when you stop eating pizza, probably in about 2 weeks.
Never stop eating pizza.
I love pizza.
Thank you.
Especially from Fiorini's.com.
Very nice.
Do you have a .com?
Fiorini Cafe 1.
Oh, Jesus. You know, I try. Forget it.
That's my actual house. That goes to my house.
Oh, you're a tard.
Why?
Because now I'm going to tap in, know where you live and stuff. Get all your accounts.
How about you come over to my house if you want to know where I live?
I'm never invited.
You've been to like my only party.
Yeah, when me and Dick Clark are invited. Other than that, you just don't have us over for tea.
Yeah, because there's all these people at my house on a given day that you're not part of because I'm just so social.
Your accountant is over.
Dude, I didn't know. I did not know that was happening.
Hey, also, after
but
we
God
get done
love
with
him.
the sabotage portion of the show, we're going to do a Q&A with Danny's accountant.
But by the way.
What?
Hey, my accountant's over. Want to come by?
Really? Jack, did you have my schedule over there? What does it say for Wednesday night?
Let me check this. Extremely busy. Is
Yeah,
what it says.
yeah. Whoa,
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it right here. I have anything else to do.
No, I'm getting Havasu ready.
No, you're not. That was mean.
Oh, it wasn't mean. He's right, though. I'm not Havasu ready.
Remember you were talking about him, you said that you've been talking to your angry gay trainer?
Yeah, and then he was not gay.
And then he was not gay, so I said that blonde guy that was in here, I thought he was gay, met his wife yesterday. They don't think we're funny anymore, and they really liked us 48 hours ago.
Oh, because you said he was gay?
I said I thought he was gay when I met him, and he's not. That's all.
Yeah.
I just agreed with your point.
Some of the things that we say on this show can piss people off.
Yeah, that's an important guy, too.
I've lived that a couple times. Anyway.
I thought it was fair. Like, if I said to Jack, you know what? Wow, this whole time I thought you were gay. That's interesting that you're married with a little baby.
Straight guys don't like to be called homos. And
See,
homos don't like to be called straight.
I wouldn't.
don't know.
It wouldn't keep me up all night.
Anyway.
He was mad.
You want to get back to the old sabotage Roonies?
I do. I was sabotaging my relationship with that guy.
Yes, you did.
See?
This show sabotages relationships. What are you drinking?
Tea.
Oh,
He drinks tea every
you're
day.
such a homo.
You might as well be that
Wait,
blonde
just
guy.
hold the story, Jack, about how you're a homo. Because I got to get the
Yeah,
sabotages.
right. We
All
do
right.
have to get the sabotages.
All right, Jack's a homo coming up. Make sure that you tune in for that one. All right, here we
You
go.
know what? I'm going to write that down in my little thing, too, because we're all supposed to write down our ideas. I'm also going to write down Jack's a homo.
Really?
Yes, we're all on the same page.
I'm going to write down I can't get to the sabotage stories.
You know why? Because I'm sabotaging our relationship.
That's okay. I did a whole thing about your accountant. Q&A with Danny's accountant
Yeah.
also coming up. Heather, hi.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to our
Hi.
show.
Yay.
Yay! It's
Yay.
Heather, everybody! Hey, yell at the accountant. See if he's excited about Heather. You excited about Heather? Well, come in
Hello,
here and
everybody.
yell. Hold on. The accountant's excited about you, too. Yeah. Hold on. You got to meet Danny's accountant. He's excited about you. Hold on. You excited about Heather?
Absolutely.
Yay! Heather, that was Danny's accountant.
Thank you, Jim.
Live from Detroit. All right, Heather, how do you sabotage your relationships?
Well, I was in a marriage for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I would say about 3 of those 5 years, I didn't want to be there. So did everything that I could to make him hate me.
Well, that's different. I'm talking about good quality relationships that you sabotage, you know?
Oh, you're right, because I thought she was on the point. But you're right, that's not it.
No, you just were kind of a bitch that wanted out of your relationship.
It was a good marriage, you know, mind you, it was a good marriage. I just didn't want to be in it. So therefore, I made him hate me. So he would
Were
get
you in
out
love
of
with
it.
somebody else?
Yes.
Yes.
With myself.
No, did you meet somebody at work or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. You're playing the game, hey, I had an affair and I had to find a neat way to get out of my marriage.
Wait.
No.
'Cause
No.
I'm on both sides. I'm really
years.
confused because when you said she wasn't playing right, I agreed with you. But now didn't she have a marriage, and because she met someone, she sabotaged it, or she sabotaged it by meeting someone else?
I met somebody else to help me get out of my relationship. Does that count?
Let me check the rules. Hey, accountant! Come in here real quick.
Jim, can you come in here for 1 second?
Okay, Jim, we're talking about
Stand over there,
sabotaging
please.
relationships. My theory is that women are in perfectly great relationships, and
Except your wife.
and then they sabotage them. Heather called up, and she says that she met somebody to get out of her marriage. Is that sabotaging a relationship, or is that just Heather being bored and wanting out of a marriage and then wanting to have an affair? Answer the question.
Off topic. She was off topic.
So she's wrong.
Right, haha.
Okay, thank you, Jim.
Yay, Jim, ladies and gentlemen, CPA from Detroit.
There's so a memo in my future.
Jack, you have any questions for Jim, the accountant from Detroit? You just think of some. Okay, all right.
Okay, because I mean, if your taxes aren't in, you're late, and you
Yeah.
could use Jim.
Hey, Heather. Jim says you're off topic.
And that's the most normal human being in the
He
world.
is
That's the
normal.
salt of the earth right
It's
there.
weird that he likes you.
Dude, he's the greatest.
I mean, like, he's totally normal.
Well, I already did
know.
my taxes, so I don't need anybody to do them.
Yeah, I think it's sabotaging relationships are like when you're, well, I mean, you know what? You played. Hold on.
Do you know what sucks?
You?
Yes.
What?
Brad.
B-Rad?
B-Rad, our boss. He gave me permission to say what I feel about him. And I think really he's going to say, the show is really on topic till 7:20. And then you went crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, when we do the I Can't Keep a Relationship, we'll call him.
Okay, perfect.
Because that man cannot keep a relationship. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about, too.
I don't like thinking about him.
Hey, Tina?
Yeah, hey.
Hi. Can you hold on 1 second?
Sure.
Earlier when I was talking about things that you'll never hear your parents say?
Yes.
Well, B-Rad is he's a straight man, and he's strapping about 6'3",
I think he's 6'5".
6'5", 6'12". I don't care.
280, 250?
Whatever it takes. And he said, "Oh my God, you should see what my decorator did to my house." Now let me tell you something. My dad is like what, 6'3"? My dad's like 6'3",
300.
800.
Right.
Strapping man, played football at Iowa, big old
Had
guy.
a car crash, broke his knee, but up and around and fishing already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can fix anything. Let me promise you, you will never hear my father say, "You have to come over and see what my decorator did."
All right, ready? Here's something you'll never hear my father say. Love that Dan.
It and win simple. All right, here's the deal. We're talking about sabotaging your relationships, so we will get to that. Also, right after that, sabotaging your job, because we'll be calling our boss. Got some issues. Let's take this phone call. Diana, hi.
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 Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I've been listening to you guys for so many years. I love you guys.
Well, thank you, Diane. We don't really know where Danny is right now. Where's Danny? Oh,
Danny.
hell. It's all right. You know what? We're better without him. Go ahead, Diana.
Okay, I'm calling to play about sabotage. And
Hold on.
If my accountant were any friggin' good, he would have accounted for my time right there.
Where were you?
Talking with Robert Lyles.
You're what?
Talking with Robert. My fault. Not about anything important. Just chatting away in the hallway. My apologies.
Robert Lyles is too busy to talk to. He's too busy dealing with Ryan Seacrest.
You know what? Normally I would just jump all over it and get his back right now, but since I was late coming in, that bastard, if he wasn't telling me all about Ryan Seacrest, I'd have been in here. All right. I feel
All
better.
right, Diana, we have the whole team now. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm married to my husband now, but about 8 years ago. I was with him for 4 years, and I met a new guy. And I caused a huge fight with my fiance at the time because I really wanted to date the new guy who was richer and better looking. And so I just threw all these accusations at my fiance so that I could break up with him and go out with a new guy.
And you were actually engaged then? No? Yeah.
What was that?
Now you're engaged. You weren't engaged then when you tried to break up with him.
I was engaged to him and decided, I don't know if I want this or not, so I just broke up with him to go out with the new guy. went out with the new guy for a while, and then I realized I really don't like him. So then
I know, and
called
you know
my
what,
husband
Diana?
back.
That's the part that sucks. Is like I kind of did the same thing. I had a great guy, blah blah blah. I wanted to see if I still felt something for somebody in the past. Wanted to make sure, that I wasn't making a mistake. Went out with the guy from the past and thought, I really like that guy that I was with.
new guy,
I don't know why
yeah.
I'm doing that. So then you try to go back, and then some of them go, you know what? Too late, sister.
Depending on the level of damage your sabotage causes.
Yeah.
You weren't, I don't like that sweater. You know what I mean? You were out there on the sabotage plane.
So Diana, how was it that he took you back?
He loved me that much because it got to a point where the guy showed up to pick me up, and he showed up at the same time.
Oh.
At my house. And so there was a huge scene, and it was just really crazy. And after I put him through all that, he lost like 30 pounds. He took me back. I told him I want you back, and he did. And
let me ask you this, and this is a side topic, but so here you are, you're torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool, but probably didn't sing it. So what'd you do? I mean, because obviously the nice thing to do would be to be with the guy that's, got your back for so many years.
Absolutely.
When the two were at your house. Am I not speaking correctly
No,
today?
it's her.
Oh. She's on like a delay.
Me. No, it's not me. What did I do to get him to go back to me?
No, when you were at your house and there were...
I had my brother over and his friend, and I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out and panicking, and his best friend told me, why don't you go out the back way and just take off, because he totally wanted me to ditch both guys. So I didn't want to do that, and I just went out I went out the front door, and I grabbed the new guy's hand, and I walked past him.
Because, in my experience, if ever a guy that I was in love with and all that, if he said, you need to leave, I'm with her, I would, well, first of all, I'd probably shoot them both because I'm crazy. But I would never forgive that.
No.
He did, and I feel bad now because the both of them were arguing about that I was his fiancé, and the other guy was saying, no, she's not your fiancé, she's not with you.
You lied.
And so they were fighting.
You're a bad person.
Yeah, you're all sorts of issues with
Now,
me.
are you completely faithful to your husband now?
Oh, yeah.
And you're never going to screw it up, right?
Never, ever, ever.
Good, thank
You know
God.
what? Diana's actually sabotaging her relationship with me.
Why?
Just because she seems cruel. It seems
well,
like
then
she's
she
been
did,
cruel.
but now she's not.
You're not cruel now? You're all good
No,
now?
I'm now good.
She's confused. Everybody's allowed that
Yeah,
confusing
absolutely.
stage. Because you do panic. You're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. So, it's just like with me. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. I got to do mean things and freak out and cause everybody madness. Because this is the rest of your life. You don't know what to do. So you're just like,
And then believe me, you know what happens? That doesn't go away because once you get him and you marry him, then if you're like you and like me, you panic every day that it might be over.
No, I actually, you know what? In a marriage, I think it's a calming, good. Like when you finally make that commitment, you're in a good place. And like Diana, she's done with that drama.
Right.
Because you're done with it. You finally made your decision. You finally know this is the right person. And so you do what Diana does, and you get this guy to lose like 30 pounds, I guess, because he's a fat ass. And then she said she's going to be committed and perfect and great to him.
Right. And on a personal level, though, I'm always afraid that Gretchen's going to come to her senses.
We are too.
She's going to wake up and go, what have I done?
Someday the Scarecrow.
Don't hope. I need her.
Was it the Scarecrow?
And Mrs. King.
No, which one didn't have a brain?
The Scarecrow.
Okay, good. Anyway,
I was the Tin Man.
You don't have a heart or a soul or something? I don't know. Hell. Here's Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, you guys rule.
We
rule.
Okay, hey, Sandra. Sandra.
Yes, hi.
Can I get a little more enthusiasm with the you guys rule part?
You guys rule.
We rule.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask the accountant. Accountant, can you give me let's see if what's his name? Jim?
Jim
the
Campaign.
accountant, do you think we rule?
You guys rock.
Oh,
No! Jim Campaign, come back in here. We do not. We specifically rule.
You
and you have
rule.
to do this. You have to do this.
You rule.
Yeah, and you have to put, okay.
Great for radio.
CPAs should never do the I'm
It's
so
like,
cool sign.
Who's that guy that hangs over the wall? That little Kilroy. It's like
Scarecrow.
Kilroy going, you rule.
Anyway, Sandra, yes, it has been confirmed by Accountant Jim that we rule. So what can we do for you?
Well, usually, like, when I date a guy, I just push him away and accuse him of cheating on me. And I totally know he's not.
Yeah.
Because I'm, like, such a psycho and I follow him around sometimes. And I'm like, I totally know that he's not cheating on me, but I accuse him of that. And then not only that, but I put words in his mouth, saying that I'm fat. I tell him that he thinks I'm fat.
Wow. All right, so here's the thing, Sandra, because we all sabotage and stuff. So let me ask you this, because we were talking about this yesterday. Why do you think you do that?
I have no idea. Well, actually, I do have an idea. Well, I was married at 18, and this guy, he always said that I was pretty and stuff, but then he went out and cheated on me. And
but hold on. You're blaming that guy. Why do you think, like a perfectly great guy, everything's good. Why do you think, honestly, you do that? You, not what happened to you. Why do you do that now?
Because I'm afraid that he's going to hurt me and I don't let him get close.
So you're insecure, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, because, no, it's like we all have our issues about why and who and what.
I think Sandra's the first one to play, exactly right.
Yeah.
She's afraid of she knows he's not cheating. She knows he's a good guy and telling the truth, and she sabotages it. That's exactly what people do.
Yeah, that is, you're like, what's the girl said last night? Was your father missing? Or what did she say?
Did you have
did you have an absentee father? Oh, so yeah, and even her, she's missing too. She went on hold. That was creepy.
We had an absentee caller.
Eric?
Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
What can we do for you?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
God, I'm so happy I got to you guys. I'm out to work right now, and I was just listening. You guys rule.
We rule. Jim, we rule. Yeah, just give me a head shake.
Thank you, yeah.
Babe. Danny, you're so cool.
Thank you.
You're so
Oh,
cool.
hey. I got a bike like yours, too, but I got the Suzuki Hayabusa.
Suzuki, the greatest motorcycle on earth.
But Jason, not such a great rider. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
issues.
Oh, apparently something happened there.
I know. Oh, well, I got a story for you guys.
Yeah? Go ahead.
I'm a nurse at a hospital, so.
That changed my whole thing right there. Did everybody just go,
Hold on,
guy nurse?
hold on. What?
The second he said, I'm all talking, he goes, you're so cool, and Suzuki, and that's a very fast bike he rides. And the second he said, so I'm a nurse, everything changed for me.
You are very full.
Guy nurses, didn't you see Meet the Parents? I'm not the